Welcome back here to the kiln. We're here with Dr. Scott Meyer, and
what's left of them.
could you explain a little bit about the pull rings?
Yeah, we've got some rings made out of clay, the same stuff we have in the kiln as pots and sculpture. And it's an ancient technique to find out how the firing is going. You pull them out of the kiln. They're just waste pieces. They're just rings. And you pull them out and check the melt on them, check the surface, and see whether you got enough. So we've got 2 in the bag if they're still there, with all the tumbling and all in the kiln. And we're going to try and see whether we can pull them. We can't do it right now because they just side stoked. And so you'd be looking right into the gates of hell right now. But in about, 5 minutes probably. We also have a bamboo bomb, if you would like.
Yeah,
and
could you tell us?
Bomb is this, which is a sealed segment, obviously naturally, with the nature of the bamboo. It's moist, obviously it's green. We put it in under the coal bed, and it has the same effect as tossing the ash all over the place, which is what I just did. It's also kind of fun, you know. Sometimes they're fizzles, and that would be awful if that happened on your Comcast, but occasionally they don't go off. But the moisture in there and the gases build up and pop, and it throws things all over the place.
Okay, and could you demonstrate the bamboo bomb in the fire?
Yeah. Teresa, you want to put a bamboo bomb in there?
I got one in.
You got one in?
Got one that's being stubborn.
Here we go.
Here's what I do. I put this right in the coals.
And then shove them in there before they explode.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Not like that.
What about the other one? What's going on there?
Going in. It's just going to burn because it's not underneath it.
Okay. They go under the coal bed. And then, with any luck at all, they're going to pop in about anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, if they're alive. And it's just another way. It's a little fun thing we do, but it's another way of probably less effective way, actually, of throwing the ash all over the pots, which is what I did with the shovel.
Okay.
So it looks like organized mayhem, which is pretty much what it is, but you're trying to do as many things as possible in a short amount of time, and so I think we did a pretty good job. We knocked a bunch of things into the coal bed and piled coals all over pieces, and so hopefully we'll have that effect that I showed you before. So, all right, Teresa.
This time, boss. Hi, Captain.
This is not an ad for bamboo bombs. It went? Hey! Yeah, I hope so. I was going to say that's the last time we buy these wholesale, but R. The other one is taking its time, and well.
Okay, and could you show us the pull ring?
Yeah, if we have a clean space, we have a lot of flame there, but we'll try. Let's see. Somebody want to get up there with the hook? I got the hook. No, just the long thing that we extend the door with. I got the hook up there. We're just going to open the door. There's a lot of flame. It's going to have to die down a lot.
It's up there.
Looks like it. Hey, there goes the other one.
This one, Scott?
Oh, God. No, I got it right here. Thank you, though.
Okay.
I saw that one earlier.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
I'm going.
It went down again. That's not cool.
You want to pull it? You want me to pull it up? Or?
Down there. I don't want to open the door. I'm scared of it shining open up. Opening the door.
Well, if you, Iman, you want to grab that side of their wire, and I'll grab this side. Just pull it up. There you go. There you go. You're welcome.
So much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of flame here.
You can see it through the chinks in the...
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of atmosphere right now. I mean, it's getting a little less. I don't know what your time is like, but
You did a good job on this ice.
it's going to town here. I might be able to, you know, sometimes when you open it up and you can get through the flames with it, but
Are there any cones left over there, or are they still standing?
they're mangled. They look like arthritic fingers. Yeah, they're like, yeah. The cones traditionally, when they melt, they obey the flow of the flame more than they do gravity. So you get all kinds of strange configurations. Cones being the things that we put in that melt at known temperatures. And it's a way, you know, other than the optical pyrometer that I showed, to tell the temperature of the kiln. And so oftentimes in a wood firing, especially one that's this violent, either they get knocked off, hopefully not, but they also tend to just obey this intense you know, current that's in the kiln. And they seem to have done that in the back. They usually do. It's dying down a little bit. You know, TV productions live and Anagama firings. I mean, it's heroic what these people are trying to do to capture as much of this as you can. But obviously, it's a process. It's hard to choreograph and predict with that kind of accuracy. So it looks like it's dying down a little bit. Huh. Good thing you have the helmet on. Hang on. All right, the pull rings are that way, so yeah, that'd be. They're over there, so where you are now is good. All right, let's see whether we have anything I can see through. Woof. Not yet. Not yet. Yeah.
All we were able to see was just a bunch of flame. We weren't even able to see the rings.
I mean, that gives you an idea of how violent it is, you know, and that's why those things melt at really weird angles, because they're actually traditional teapot makers that make their spouts purposefully off with the idea that the current of the flame corrects them and puts them even. If they're even in the beginning, they have a weird little twist to them at the end of the firing. So they can actually throw them purposefully facing the firebox and then have them, you know, even out in the kiln.
And I think what you're seeing now is we have some video of the cones that, Dr. Meyer, that you're talking about that were placed in the kiln before the firing. I believe we're showing that now. What are you talked about they're made out of things that you know melt at known temperatures. What are some of them made out of?
The cones are made out of something akin to the glaze that would be on the surface of a pot, and they put a little more flux in the ones, therefore there's more melt, as I understand it, in the ones that are lower in temperature. And then of course they know that because they test that substance and they know what temperature they curl over and melt at. And you know, so we know what temperature they become active at, and therefore we can look into the kiln and see when we're at a certain temperature, theoretically. But in a firing like this, you know, it's a little hard. It looks like it's clearing a little bit, so. Yep. Here are the cones. Boy, it's hard to. I think that they have taken a dive down. That's bad TV, but that's Anagama firing. They took a nosedive, and so we're not able to pull them out. They are about 3 feet down in the coal bed right now. So sorry about that. At least it's not pots down there.
Well, Dr. Meyer, we want to thank you for being here with us, helping us document the Anagama firing again. And, well, that's it for today's show. We want to remind you that you can log back on next Saturday at 12 noon Central Time, which is when y'all will be unloading the kiln.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we have a full day on that day just to shovel our way in. It looks a little like it's half Christmas morning, half Pompeii.
Well, We hope that you have enjoyed today's show, and we hope that you are able to log back on next Saturday. Again, that's at 12 noon Central Time for the unloading of the University of Montevallo's Anagama kiln, the Fat Bastard, which is right now very hot, about 2,200 degrees inside and not much cooler outside. This is Bruce Finkley at the top of Fat Bastard, hoping that you have a good afternoon and that we see you again next Saturday at 12 noon Central.